Welcome back, YouTube. Today we are having a chest session. So yeah, chest personally is one of my weak points, I would say. The back also a little bit, but we're in here learning, squeezing. So we'll get back to it. It's just a matter of time. Stay tuned for the video. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Before we get started on the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure that you hit the bell notification so that you get updates when I upload a new video. Today was a chest session. We started here with this first movement, which was the dumbbell press. Prior to here, we did a little bit of warm-up, and then we got started with this first set. So I ended up doing 2 sets here with the 80s. Was feeling good. I typically start the workout with a sweater on just because it gets me warmed up and sweaty, and it makes the pump just a lot better and makes me stay warm. So on to the next set. It was feeling really good, so I ended up pushing a little bit more weight, ended up grabbing the 95s. Got a couple reps here. It definitely felt heavy, but I was able to control it. So after this set, I decided to come back down again in the weight and just keep focusing on the form, right? This set was okay, but I felt that if I would have pushed it again, maybe the form would have not been good, and the reps itself would have not been effective. And this is one of my weak points, right? So at this moment, I am focused also on bringing up my weak points, which would be my chest and my back, you know, just personally for me. And so I'm really focused on the good technique and squeeze. So yeah, that set was good, got me fired up. The sweater came off. I was feeling pumped. Yeah, it's been emotional this past weeks and stuff because of the cut. It really makes me feel emotional and like small and stuff. So when I get a nice pump, I typically do a little bit of posting, you know, with the pump and sweaty. So brings my motivation up to see the progress being made. So yeah. Then after the heavy set, we came back to the 80s again, and we hit 2 sets here. Again, just focus on staying very, very tight the whole time on the way down and on the way up, making sure that we were feeling the squeeze on every single repetition. So that is the main focus to bring up the weak body parts in your body. So after the dumbbells, we went on to this machine right here, which is another chest press, right? Typically, if you want to improve a weak point, it's a good idea to get on and use machines that make you stay tight and that you can just force the reps, squeezing the actual muscle. Sometimes with free weights, for example, the dumbbells, it might be a little bit harder to stay tight the whole time and have balance and keep squeezing the whole time. So a lot of times machines make it a little bit easier to stay tight. So yeah, one of the things also that I do want to share is this is just a tip, just my perspective. For me, when I'm hitting chest, if I want to really tighten up the back and making sure that it stays tight, I typically hit a couple sets of whatever back workout I know that it's going to make me tighten up the back and really focus and squeeze that muscle, right? So for me, this is one that feels amazing to warm up the lower back and the lats, to make sure that they stay tight the whole time that I'm pressing, right, doing the chest exercises. So yeah, that's just something I've been trying out, and it really helps me, so I've been doing that. This is another one. This one here, I was just doing some shrugs, the same thing to mentally connect with the back and making sure that my traps and my scapula stays retracted the whole time as I'm hitting the chest workouts. So yeah, those are 2 workouts that I personally been doing and that make me just warm up the back and make sure that I mentally feel it, because it gets a little bit pumped and fatigued, and at that point it's easier for me to stay tight on the whole repetition. So yeah, again, you guys can tell the pump was real today. I was feeling good. I've been leaning out a lot more every single week, every couple of days. So yeah, I feel pretty good. I will probably stop cutting soon and maybe start eating more and get fillers. So be ready for that because it's gonna be freaky. It's gonna look good. So you guys will see the transformation from being on a cut and lean and a lot of lines in detail to now reverse dieting back, adding more carbs and filling up and just getting that, I guess, bigger look. Yeah, so this was another machine that we ended up doing. Again, just focus on staying tight and just squeeze every single rep that you are doing. All right, guys. Good way to improve a weak point is to always focus on your form. Make sure that you fix the form. Make sure that every rep you feel the squeeze just on the muscle that you are targeting, not at any other muscle. And the moment you do, yeah, basically you have achieved it and you can start going heavier. But if a muscle is not growing in your body, it might be because you might be going heavy but not good form, and it doesn't even get, the muscle doesn't even get stimulated to break down and repair and grow. So keep that in mind and focus on your form. Okay guys, moving on, we also added a bicep workout. For me personally, I love to hit arms every single day, so I'll just pick either dumbbells or some machine that allows me to stay tight and keep the squeeze and the stretch. And I just throw in, 5 sets probably every single day, to be honest. So if you want to try that out, it feels amazing for me, and I notice big difference on my arms. They look full, round, and developed. So yep, if you want to integrate that to your workouts. After this, we ended up moving on to the last chest workout, which was machine flies. So yeah, this was the last workout. It was just mentally, just the weight wasn't that heavy, but it was enough to keep the squeeze going and the pump. And again, the whole emphasis on the workout was the squeeze. Make sure that you're squeezing. Make sure that you are feeling every single repetition on the muscle that you are working out, right? In this case was chest. So again, as is one of my weak parts, I am really focused on making sure that I first prioritize the squeeze before I start adding weight, and that's how I've been able to improve it. So yep, moving on, this was the core workout. Don't skip core workouts. Make sure that you integrate them to your workouts. This was the one that we picked today. It was 5 sets of 20 repetitions. Yeah, so when I started doing this probably a couple months ago, it was definitely way tougher than now to be able to even hit 10 reps, but now it's easier. So I noticed the definition in my core, my abs are just getting deeper and deeper. So yeah, make sure that you never skip the core workouts. Add them onto your workout every single day. Thank you for watching. All right, finish up the workout. It was a chest day. Yeah, it was all focused on good technique, good squeeze, and every single rep making sure that you feel that squeeze, right? That's the only way that a lacking muscle is going to improve. Same with my back. I am also working on it, but it's getting better and better. So it's just a matter of time. We're coming strong. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. Thank you. We'll see you next time.